Here we go, y'all. Blackte in this motherfucker. And I'm here to talk about my mixtape and this little thing I put together for YouTube, Slider Music. You know, first of all, like I said, I started rapping since I was like young. 10 or 11, 12. We used to play Sega Genesis. You go to options and listen to different sounds and, kind of like instrumentals that they got for the stages. And me and my cousin, Foo, we used to freestyle off that shit, you feel me? And that made me better as a person, like, you know what I mean? That's why I'm like on a veteran level when it comes down to it. But I got serious started writing in 2005, you know what I mean? Writing and coming up with different things in 2005. But ever since then, throughout the years, I've been, coming off the top. That what made me like real, great at what I do. But anyway, you know how I did this, I mixtape. Well, I did my first mixtape, Thailand. You know what I mean? 13 songs. I went in there, recorded it, put the track on, I go in there and spit it, you feel me? Just like that. But in order for you to do that and memorize it, everybody do their shit different. See, got certain people, they record their shit bar by bar, each bar, and memorize it in their head, like, alright, I'm gonna spit 3 or 4 bars, think of something else, spit 3 or 4 more bars, and think of something else, and then they have their shit memorized in their thought, and go record it. Me, on the other hand, I go in there, I spit 16, you know what I mean? Let the hook ride, spit 16, let the hook ride, spit 16. But it ain't just freestyling, because y'all know how freestyling going, y'all know how freestyling sounds. This shit here, I did this with creativity. So, I did my first mixtape, 13 songs, Thailand. A lot of people ain't hear that, but I got that, ready too. But, I came up with my other mixtape, Slider Music. I did that in like 7 days the most. And, I only had like an hour to record 4 songs. I go in there, do 4 songs, spit me a 16, come back, spit another 16, come back, spit another 16. And I can spit some clean shit too. It don't matter what the topic is, I know how to stay on topic. I call it making music without writing. You know what I mean? But we call it freestyle, coming off the top of your dome. But after that, it came to a point where a nigga was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go in here and try to do something different. So, Slider Music came. Well, I went in there and did that. 4 songs in 1 hour. Kinda had to rush, because, I was paying like $10 an hour for, a session. I went in there and did that with no pressure. You know what I mean? Shout out to Shorty, man, for that. For YouTube. Shout out to Shorty. That's Dread there, man,
What that?
Huh? Shout out to Dread, he say who that? Yeah, but anyway. After that, I create, that's how I came up with mixtape. So, I went in there, did 4 songs in 1 hour. It was very easy to me. Completed it in 7 days. But in order for me to go perform my shit, I ain't finna lie. When I go record my mixtape or do a song off the top of my dome, I don't know it. So what I do, the 4 songs I record every day in 1 hour, I take it home and memorize it. Second of all, you know what I mean? It ain't really take me that long to memorize my mixtape. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I do it. Now after that, I just came up with the thought I should just put my shit on YouTube. So what I did, I recorded it. I put it in the CD player, and after that, shit, I was just spitting on top of it, and I did like probably, I did 27 songs on my mixtape, man. Probably 30 songs. But then, after that, it was like, shit, I know I got what it takes. So, I'm giving y'all a little, not even a sample of how I do it. It's just like, I'm giving y'all, a little, how I do my thing. But now the mixtape, I'm gonna flood the streets with that real soon. But if you want to listen to it, you can listen to how I did it, how I recorded it in the crib and did it like that. And shout out to Dade County. Shout out to, all the uppercoming artists that's in the game. Shout out to Equip, my cousin's fool. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my neighbor right there. See how she doing her thing. You know how that is. You know we in the hood now. We in the hood. We in the hood. Who else, man? You know, shout out to Piccolo, Deslock. Shout out to YD. Shout out to Vito No Shape. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Iceberg, my nigga. Shout out to Fully. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fella, Soup, Trick. You know? Shout out to everybody that's up and coming in the game trying to do their thing. But Dade County, man, Miami, Florida, man. Shout out to every hood. Shout out to the city. Shout out to Overtown. Shout out to Opalaka. Shout out to Robin Hood. Shout out to Largemont. Shout out to Down South, Perrine, Goose, Coconut Grove, South Miami. Shout out to every hood, man. You know, Blackte means spitter. And this ain't really, you know, any hood I miss or anybody I miss is all good. But it's just a little sample of how I did my thing, you know. And I thank God for the gift. And you know, I would like to shout out my family, shout out to my mama, my daddy, you know, shout out to my girl Mika. Shout out to everybody that's like, you know, definitely with this movement. Y'all see we stepping, steppers, Purple Love, RNM, BRNM, you know what I mean? Jim Short Shorties, everything, you know. This is my movement and this like how a nigga gonna do this shit, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, Miami, Florida, man, you already know, man. Shout out to Carol City too, man, you know. 1984, man, Black and White House, Cynthia Jackson, man. Goddamn it, you already know, you know what I'm saying? And that's how a nigga doing this shit. But slide them music. It's that YouTube shit. Y'all, you know what I mean? It is what it is, you know. Shout out to everybody in the industry. All the artists that's in the industry and then made it already. I definitely respect that. You know what I mean? I'm coming. Y'all holler at me, man. You know what I mean? It's all love. And I love to make music. Blackte, that means spitter. Shout out to Town Park South. Shout out to Town Park North. Shout out to Town Park Village. Shout out to the whole Overtown, 19th Street, 2nd Court. Shout out to 16th and 3rd. Shout out to 14th. Shout out to the One Way, Swamp City, Rainbow, 22nd. I already know the whole hood, man. And I'm Blackte, that means spitter. You know what I'm saying? I lay around for you, man. Yeah.